What's up guys, Daniel here, and today I want to talk about a light that I recently bought, which is a Luxli Cello. The reason why I bought this is because I want something fast, light, easy to set up, so I think it's really convenient to have in my kit. So let's go over the form factor and the shape. It's really thin, as you can tell. The only thing that concerns me is the knobs. I feel like they stick out a little bit too much, where if I want to store them or place them in my bag flat like this, I would have to consider some space for these knobs. I kind of wish they were a little bit towards this end where it's kind of slimmer here, so I could place them even or consume less space. But I think overall I would like these knobs to be just a little bit smaller. So if you have shorts like mine, which with big pockets, you can actually stick them in there. You just can't use it or put them in there with the battery, of course, but it is slim and it's light. Build quality for this guy, it's all made out of plastic. It's not the cheap kind of plastic. It feels pretty good in hands. It has a matte feel, and if you drop it, I would assume that you would get some scuffs. I wouldn't think it would break with the first drop. I wouldn't know because I haven't dropped it yet. The only thing I would consider being careful is the screen on the back. So that's about it, but overall I think it's a pretty good build quality for this light. So this light do take Sony NP style batteries, and it's great that they included one. They included the medium size one, the 770, so it's great. They also have other sizes for you to buy. There's the smaller one, the 570, and the larger one, 970, I believe. Now usually with a lot of LEDs, color temperature lights, you can change either from tungsten to daylight, and usually it would take half or uses half the LEDs. This one uses all of them, so it's great. You're getting the full output of the lights. You can also change color. It's pretty much like having a gel on this light. And on the back is a little screen, of course, where it lets you know what number you were on or what gel name you were using. So if you ever need to do any reshoots, you can just go back to that setting and then shoot that same shot again. It is 100 degrees right now and I'm sweating so much, but going back to the light, my favorite function is actually the wireless connectivity and the app. Now, you can change it to Bluetooth. Well, it connects through Bluetooth, and once you connect it with the app, you can pretty much do what you can using the back knobs. So like change the color, color temperatures, the brightness, and then there's also effects where you can create a lightning effect or waves of colors or like fire and all that type of effects you have, which isn't available in a lot of these cheap LED lights. In terms of the app, it's not the most user-friendly, but you can get around it once you learn how to navigate through the app, so it's not too hard to learn. But again, I just wish it was more user-friendly and easier to use. Just to let you know that when you're changing from color shade really fast or changing modes really quickly, it does lag behind. It's not like too laggy to the point where it's bothersome, but just to let you know that there is some sort of delay. So earlier I said the light is pretty cheap, and the price of this light is 400 bucks. I know it's more expensive than other LED lights out there, especially like aperture lights, which can go for maybe 70 to 100 something bucks. But for this light, which can offer these type of modes where there's lightning mode and fire mode, which is kind of close to a RE sky panel, for that light is completely insane. So having a light that can kind of replicate almost the same thing as that light can do, this light is considered cheap to me. People will say it's cheaper buying gels and tape them on, which is completely true, and I will completely agree to that. Ultimately, this light saves me a lot of time. I don't have to put on gels and take them off and put the gels away. I don't have to carry any gels or any big bulk of tape. And okay, right now it is cheaper to buy gels, but eventually buying gels and keep on buying tape, the price will eventually even out. I know it will be a while because 400 bucks is a lot, but again, it will even out, and in the long run, the very long run, it will save me money. Whew, I am sweating. It's hot outside, I'm sweating my ass off. And the last question I can ask is it worth it? Well, it depends. It depends what you do with it. For me, I'm gonna have this as my background light, and I'm gonna like have a little tint of color when I do product shots. And I would say for me, I'm using it every day, or I'm gonna use it every time I shoot. So I gotta say for me, yes. Since I'm using this as a background drop all the time, I do find it so useful because if it's already set up, I don't wanna touch it, and I can just connect it to my phone and I can change the color right away. I think that will be the most useful feature for me with this light. And for others too, if it's already set up exactly how you want it to be, once you connect to the app, you don't even need to touch it. You don't have to bring it down. You can just change the color right on the app. So I do find, or I think this is the most useful feature for this light. I hope you guys like this review, and you got any questions, let me know so I can answer them down below. Also, let me know if you want me to do like a 6-month review of this guy, because I am planning to keep this and use this for a very long time. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.